Hello, all you amazing and wonderful people. Welcome back to the channel, IStandAlone Gaming, and we are now playing Trailmakers. We are continuing our custom challenge for custom creations only, which means we cannot use any of the blueprints or any of the other blueprints that were given to you by either the game itself or online or any of those other options. We have to custom make every vehicle that we need. Hovercrafts eventually and stuff like that, and helicopters, planes, everything. So far, we've only had land vehicles. We have one more island to do before we make a hovercraft. So what we're going to do first, we're going to go ahead to our map. We're going to go ahead to this island right here. Now, once we are here, we're going to drive off into the sunset. No, I'm just kidding. We're going to drive off over here. A nice little ramp up, and this is to the next island. All we gotta do is drive over here, and this is the last and final island before I do the underwater stuff and the stuff that's up in the sky. So there's a few things that we probably have to take care of before we get too carried away, but before we do that, we're gonna grab a few more pieces. There's a few pieces over this way. There's a big one right up the top here. Definitely gonna take care of that. There's a few checkpoints, 1, 2, that we need to grab. Go ahead and switch to our number 3 guy here. Oh, we're messing up. Oh. Gonna run away from us. All right, there we go. Pick that bad boy up. Definitely a little on the trickier side, but once you get moving, it's not so bad. And we can take this guy up to this checkpoint over here. Definitely a good thing that we made this vehicle pretty early. Grab a lot of these bigger ones. Definitely makes it a little bit easier. There's a small one right there that we can grab, and hopefully we can grab that one right on that rock there. That's the plan. Let's see if it'll actually work. I remember this one being super tricky. One on the little island right there. But we do have some decent vehicles made, so hopefully we can get that with no issues. First, we're going to go ahead and grab this guy. Like so. We're going to grab this one on the edge here.
Is a crucial part of your spaceship.
Better suspension spring. Just took off our freaking wheel right there. Grab that. Cover. Now let's grab this tiny one down here. Let's go ahead and switch over to this guy. Now hopefully our suspension is strong enough to save us from that jump. We will definitely have to give it a shot. There we go. And we also should put more engines on here so we can make the jump. We are pretty quick right now, but I don't think we're quick enough. So we're going to put a few more engines on, and then we're going to try for that other piece right there.
This power core is required for your spaceship.
All right, so let's move this over, move that over, and let's see what we got here. So let's go ahead, go into our blocks. have propulsion. There we go. We already got the dragon engine, so let's go ahead and put one of those in. I'm going to go ahead and delete this bad boy. How many cores? We have 12 cores. Yeesh. So we could probably put a few of these in. Let's go ahead and delete one of those, delete one of those. We can copy him. Put that in here. What is this game doing? There we go. There we go. Right there. Now we have one engine left. So what we could do, I will just leave it the way it is. So let's see if we have enough power now. Should be able to jump right off here. Oh, Jesus. Might need a little bit more suspension. Or maybe a little less speed. Try it one more time. Oh my goodness. What was that about? Did a wheelie. That's not fast enough. Oh, it didn't save my changes, that's why. Go back in here, delete this. Delete two of these. Move this guy over. Move him over. Here we go. There we go. Now let's save it. All right. Ah, we almost had it. All we have to, all we got to do is tap it. There we go. There we go. Push this off. There we go. Now we should be able to pick this guy up. Gotta deliver it back. We might have to struggle with this guy. Let's go ahead. Turn that off. So let's go back into here. So what we need, first off, we can put another raw engine. Get some more speed on this bad boy. And then what we need is more weights. What we can do, there's our weight balance right here. Just move these guys over. Now let's go ahead and drop some more of these guys in. 4, 1, 2. Drop that down. Could just copy these like so. Let's see if that's enough. Let's go ahead and save this first. Save. Still super heavy. There we go. See if we can get a wiggle going. Maybe we gotta push it. We're still picking it up though, so. Looks like we're gonna make it. And we shall have the raw jet. Could have added a few more weights, probably made it a little bit easier so we can actually pick it up. But we're doing just fine, so we'll save that problem for another day. I noticed it also didn't save when we put the buoys onto it, then we adjusted the arm, so we might have to go ahead and do that build a little bit later. We'll see. We only need that arm for that underwater piece, so there is one more piece that we could do that to, but by then we should have a submarine, so we'll see how that goes. There is one thing I would like to do. My tires are backwards. I feel like I've been changing this every episode. Be nice if I could remember. Save. There we go. All right, so let's hop into this vehicle. And we need to do another jump. Hey, he's surviving. He didn't break nothing yet, but the jump is right here. Oh geez, can't control it. Too fast. Alright, let's see what we can do. Oh, we ain't gonna make it. Alright, that's fine. We have one other area I'd like to check out before we go up there anyway. But we will definitely be going back there. I can barely control this with all the engines on it now. Oh. It's the issue of when you upgrade stuff, it becomes more difficult to control. It's just one of those things you gotta cope with. We can definitely improve on the design, but we shouldn't need like a race car or a faster vehicle for much longer. Soon we should be doing hovercrafts and stuff like that, so I'm not going to go ahead and spend this whole time creating a new car when we're going to be making a hovercraft soon. Go up here. Now there's two parts that are up here, but they're super tricky to get, and if you're not if you're new to the game, you definitely will probably miss them because they are both up on top of this mountain here. So two ways you can do it. You can push yourself up here. Hold on, I'll show you. There we go. So basically you just get to this corner and make me look stupid. There we go. There we go. Basically, when you try to repair, it kind of glitches you through the mountain there. The original way I usually take is over here. So basically, there's a little path in between the little mountains here. Brings you around. And then if you can make it, typically I use the monster truck wheels for this. But there is a small little cliff edge right here that you can scale. I've done it before with a similar vehicle in my last playthrough of this. But there is also that easier way. Now that I showed you both, you can get these pieces. That big boy. And now we have the mini thruster, and the mini thruster is actually very good. We'll probably use it for a bunch of things, from aircraft to propulsion for pretty much any race car and things of that nature. So definitely very good to have. Now there's two ways you can head down here. You can drop down and hope for the best, which is probably what I'm going to do. And or you can take the long way around. Either way is kind of finicky, because you could fall off into the water over there. But let's try this a few times. Look like a dumbass on you know, video here. And eventually we will try the long way. Oh look, see, we got it. Sometimes it just takes more than one. Alright, so let's head over this way. Now my steering is backwards, of course. Push this in. We now are the proud owners of a mini thruster. And the wedge block, 2x2. All right, so those were fairly easy to get. They're easy once you can get up there, but if you don't know how to get up there, they're pretty difficult, because you either have to build a, like when I did my first playthrough, I assumed I had to buy something, or build something that flew, and eventually I did do that. But it was pretty tricky without the mini thruster, because the mini thruster is useful in a bunch of different blueprints. So let's head back up here. Now there is one or two ways that we could possibly make this jump over here, and they are pretty tricky, but essentially if you can add wings, I didn't realize you can crash into that. But yeah, if you add wings to your car, it will float enough to get over. We're gonna go ahead and give that a shot after I make sure there's no parts down here. Pretty sure there's a part over here. Oh yeah, see? Right there. It's a lot trickier to control with these bigger engines. There's a few ways we could work that through. Widen out the base, or just make it so it's not as powerful, or take away one of the engines. But I kind of like having things stronger than they need to be. Our shocks did our job. Oh, till I'm trying to turn, apparently. Head up here. Yeah, you just want to throttle it when you got a lot of power in your engines there. Got that. Let's go back down, and we will see if we can add some wings or fins to our vehicle here. See if we can get across this little expanse. Alright, let's get in place. Hit B. Now the issue is, if you're going too fast, your car will actually take off from the ground, and you won't be able to keep up that momentum since you only have tires. So keep that in mind. You have to reach like a perfect speed in order for it to work. So. Go ahead and put that there. Put that there. Now what we could do is rotate this. Let's go ahead and delete. Nope, that's not what I want to do. There we go. Delete this guy. Delete this guy. We'll just add another one. All right, delete these. Now this may or may not work, but part of exploring. So go ahead and see what happens. Oh. For some reason it freaking flipped around. So what we could do is maybe go ahead and put on here again. Give this a shot. I'm assuming there's a lot of weight where the engines are, so let's go ahead and also try to even out the engines here. Go. Let's just delete this one. Hopefully we'll still have the speed. I could have definitely sped up a little bit more there. All right. It seemed better, but let's go ahead, move these. Rotate that first of all. Let's move these back one. And we could something like this. What's missing? How did you get? Ugh. Now you can go ahead and save it, but I don't want to save it with the wings on there because we'll probably not use it after we make this jump. So could also put on spike tires, give you a little bit better grip. And we made it. So right here you can get the checkpoint. Now the only downside is you still have other jumps to accomplish here. So if you go this way a little bit further, there is a jump right here. We survived that one in one piece. And there is one all the way up here. Oh, nope, that was the last jump. So we have a checkpoint here. And a few parts to pick up. Gonna need the big boy for this one. Go.
This parkour is required for your spaceship.
Got a tank cannon. Yeesh. Going out the big guns. Haha. Oof. Just flip that. There we go. Grab this piece. And we are making pretty good progress on this island as well. Pick that up. Drive through here. Right, let's go for this guy. Now there's a few more pieces up here that you can get. As you can see, it didn't save my wings. We shouldn't have to jump anymore. We got both of those points. So, piece up here. Theoretically, you could probably just push this off. Maybe it'll make itself go in. Not entirely sure. Never just pushed it off. Maybe it's just going to sit down there. I'm okay with this, though. So let's go ahead and grab this big guy. Got a go-kart wheel. Now, it's basically like one version before you start getting the like racing slicks. So drop that right there. Should roll down that little cave. Whether or not it actually goes into the thing or not is a different story. But now, if you are going to use like hills and stuff to drop those pieces, just keep an eye out in the, I think it's the top right corner. It'll tell you if the parts are reset. And if they are, that just means you have to go and collect them from where you originally found them and nothing else. Not a big deal, but can save you some time instead of going to where you dropped the piece and realizing nothing is there. Okay, let's go ahead and drop this bad boy over here. We'll come back to that gold later. And while that's rolling down, should be able to collect the other ones. Alright, so here we are. We have everything right here, ready for us to pick up. You really gotta adjust those tires. There we go. Now we have that one. The other piece is still rolling down. A little bit on the slow side. We collected both of these, and that last one is coming to us. Oh, here he comes. There we go. Now, take a look at our map. Most of these parts are complete. There are some parts on top of this mountain over here, and there's a bunch of parts down in here that are basically surrounded by lava. And lava is not fun, so go ahead and show you why. So there you can see the lava. Let's see if we can survive this. Probably not. Definitely not if we land on our roof. There we go. So yeah, once you start driving on lava, eventually what happens is your car starts to melt. Like, it'll start at your tires and work its way to whatever's left. But once your tires go, as you can see, my tires just melted off, and then it just melts the rest of your car until eventually you don't have nothing left. There is a way, I believe it's over here. There is water over here, and as you can see, there is a little path over here. What we can do is now drive up onto this path, and this path will take us to another checkpoint. Grab this gold real quick. I love gold. Grab that. Follow this path up. Oh no, we hit a bump. That's not good. Well, that should finish us off. You can always hit backspace as a quicker form of returning to where you were. But yeah, this car hits a bump and just goes flying, so gotta be a little bit more careful on this type of ground. Anyway, it's bumpy, so as soon as you hit a bump, the car wants to fly off. Go, we got the checkpoint. Now, I believe we do not have hover pads yet. You can at this point get gimbal jets, and they are definitely very useful. But we're not going to grab those just yet. There is a piece right there. That's a go-kart seat. You need that for your hovercraft. So if you're looking for that, go ahead and grab that. They're definitely difficult to get without a hovercraft. So you go ahead and grab this piece. Just want to make sure that you're very careful driving around here, because that'll happen. We survived, but it could have been worse. here. Now basically you just want to get all the parts that aren't in the lava. So on our on land or around the lava is fine, but if it's inside the lava, like there's a part like down there on that pillar, you're not going to be able to get it at this moment. You have to find the hover pads and or gimbal jets. Gimbal jets are kind of like an upgraded hover car. So a hover car just kind of like floats over stuff with enough speed. And the gimbal jets are kind of like it's hard to explain, but kind of like a jetpack almost. Whereas if you hold space, it will take you up into the air, and the hovercraft just kind of floats at a certain height. So. Oh, we're gonna make it. Oh, won't look like it. Oh, caught ourselves. There we go. Really? The part just took us out? Alright. We have this. I recommend going this way for a few reasons. More parts, and there is another checkpoint over this way. All we gotta do is grab this, go around here, and then I think, is it right here? Yeah, I believe it's right here. So go slow up this hill, but basically you just want to drive up this hill. Don't fall off like I'm about to. And there is another checkpoint here. A few small pieces here. And grab these real quick. There you go. You got the drag racing wheel. It's not very useful in the campaign. There's not many areas where you have asphalt, so it's kind of pointless in the campaign, but it is nice to be able to get it. So there's not like any roads on this map, so. All right, but with that being said, we made very good progress on the volcano island. But with that being said, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. And if you want to see more content or more of my custom creations through this content, or just want me to keep progressing through Trailmakers, subscribe to my channel, let me know. But yeah, with that being said, thank you for your time, thank you for watching, and I really hope to see you in the next one. Take care.